guys, I wanted to start this video by apologizing for not posting a video last week, but I became incredibly ill. My son had caught something at school, gave it to my husband gave it to me, and I was down for the count. Unfortunately, because of the job that I have, I didn't have the luxury of staying home. I had a court attendance on Tuesday, so I had to attend Zoom court with a raging fever, completely stuffed up, completely exhausted. It was honestly probably the first 3 circles of hell. It was awful. And of course, there are court dates where you attend an hour to maybe 2 hours later, everything's like all tied up with a nice little bow and you're done. This was not one of those days. So we started at 9:15, we went to about 5 o'clock, and every time I got to turn my camera off, I just sat at my desk and cried because that was my coping mechanism. That was all that I was capable of doing. So thankfully it was short-lived. It was just 2 really horrible days, and then I've been slowly getting better. I'm now back onto my actual regular training schedule. I did a very quick 3K run yesterday just to test the lungs out, see how I was doing. Wasn't great, but we got through it. Today I did 6K. I will insert a little bit of footage from that, but I'm just going to kind of hobble together the little bits that I did record before I got sick, plus the run from today. There's really not much, so I expect that this is going to be a shorter video, but hopefully as of next week we will be back to regular vlogs. But I just wanted to give you that explanation, and honestly I didn't even have the energy last week to even post a community post on it to say, hey, I'm sick. It was awful. It was truly awful. So I'm very glad that that is in the past. Thankfully, it lined up with what they call a deload week. I'm learning all of these new terms. I think I'm actually going to do a video on what I've learned in the first 3 months of actually running. So if you're interested, let me know. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll take that as a sign that you're interested, and I will put that together. But I've distracted myself. I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm not 100%, we can say that is for sure. But at any rate, that's sort of where I have been. Nothing really all that exciting has gone on. That's not entirely true. I actually had my surgical consult for my thigh lift, along with the revision work that I'm going to have done, and she removed one of the little dog ears that had developed after my paniculectomy from 2022. That wasn't particularly exciting, but we're trending in the right direction. I did ask that my surgery not be scheduled until fall/late fall, so it's going to be quite some time, but consultation is done and it is in the works. So wanted to insert that here. I did buy yet another pair of running shoes. I really need to stop with this, but I got these ones on a wicked deal. They were $220 originally, and I managed to get them for about $105, and then I also get cash back from Rakuten, so I just couldn't pass them up. I would have saved more money if I just hadn't bought them, but logic has no place in this conversation. The other somewhat exciting thing is that Barry and I, my husband, we have signed up for a 10K race, which is going to take place in September. It's at a conservation area, which is right beside the cemetery where my parents are buried. And as well, they do have memorial trees in the conservation area that we're running through. So it means a lot to me. Barry has never taken on a challenge like that, so I'm very excited to go out and run with him and sort of help him along, and we can just sort of motivate each other. So we've got lots of time for that one, but I've brought another one over to the dark side. Anyways, I am going to stitch together the clips of the runs that I completed before I got sick, as well as what I took today. So let's get into it. Hi. That came out very chipper. Hello. Today is Wednesday. This starts my training week. I finished up last week's on Monday. Let me tell you, Sunday, it was a blizzard. Today, 18 degrees Celsius. Life in Canada in the springtime is just wild. You never know what you're gonna get. Ow!
Ow! It's hitting my legs and it hurts. Yeah, I'm dedicated, but I'm not dedicated enough to run 10K in that.
Time to take advantage of the nice weather while we've got it. I've even got shorts on. This is all very exciting. So I've got my podcast queued up and it's time to get going. So I'm going to get going.